And we're back with TSPN. We have Lynn Smart, Sharon Murphy, and Laura Clark.
Again,
Hi.
It's a pleasure to see you.
And we are here talking about the Daughters of the American Revolution. Is that correct?
Correct, but we facilitated the Wreaths Across America program last Saturday, December 13th, at Sunset View Cemetery. This will be an annual event, so we're hoping everybody starts donating their $15 for each wreath. We had 513 this year.
That's a lot of wreaths.
The CAP,
Civil Air Patrol.
Civil Air Patrol, really came through. But so they've been doing it for a few years down at Dixon. So they changed to our cemetery, and now we just need to get the people of Amador County knowing more.
Are these real wreaths or are they imitation?
They are real balsam wreaths from Maine.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, we're going to take a quick look at the video of the Wreaths Across America. That I think that's what it's going to show, isn't it, in the video?
Yeah, he went out to the cemetery and took some pictures after. Showing there you can see.
All right. And there we have it. Why don't you explain what they're showing there?
Well, we had just put one wreath there at the Eternal Flame, and then around the bottom of that, and you see one wreath still on. These are on the stands. The flags, ceremonial flags we had are put away, but we attached them to the flags the cemetery has. Each service, there's
Branch
a wreath
of the service, yeah.
is donated for each branch.
And these wreaths will stay there through the holiday season?
Yes, January 10th. We are going to be picking them up. If anybody wants to come out and help, we would love their help because there's a lot of wreaths to pick up.
And are the wreaths going on our people that served in the military,
Yes,
served our country?
Yes, this is all for veterans only.
So
This
someone
was
asks, why isn't my family, why aren't they getting wreaths on the gravestones or the headstones? Then their family may not have been in the military or may not be a veteran.
Right, and this is the Garden of Valor, which is set aside for veterans at Sunset View Cemetery. We did know of a few others that were in other portions of the cemetery, and we did, those that knew the family took a wreath.
See, like that's across the way. We put wreaths around that area, and we also put wreaths in front of the mausoleum there, because there are a lot of veterans that are not in the Garden of Valor, but so we tried to kind of give the idea. Some of the families that purchased a wreath for their family member came and put it on their grave. We only did the Garden of Valor.
So that's part of the program too, is people can actually purchase wreaths and give them to the DAR, Daughters of the American Revolution?
Actually, it's not a purchase. They sponsor the wreath to be sent to the cemetery. You can sponsor it in memory or in honor of a veteran or anyone you want, really, but it's not a purchase because you don't get to take it with you.
Okay.
That's kind of the whole deal. But the only way we get them is if somebody does sponsor them.
When did this program start?
Well, Wreaths Across America, the national program, has been going for several years now. Like Lynn said earlier, we had been going to the Dixon Cemetery. That was the closest ceremony. It's always the second Saturday of December. It always starts at 9 a.m. Pacific time, and that's in coordination with the wreath laying at noon at Arlington National Cemetery. So when we got this, the okay from Wreaths Across America earlier this year for Sunset View Cemetery, that kind of put the ball in motion for Amador County and the community to get involved with this ceremony. And it was just a huge, huge success. We're so honored to be a part of that, to be putting that together and honoring the veterans, but also the community assistance and the involvement. It was just spectacular. We can't thank the community enough for helping us put this together.
We started this discussion a little bit before, and I stopped you, but Daughters of the American Revolution, if someone is interested, how do they find out, can I be a member?
Yes, they can go on our website. I think Laura.
Let me get
can
real close here. I
explain,
don't know if the
yeah.
mic's working, so.
They can go on our website at Sierra Amador.
Well, just Google, it's
Or
probably
just
easiest to
yeah.
Google Sierra Amador Chapter, DAR, or you can go to the national website or a state website for the Daughters of the American Revolution. You can find Sierra
Or they can call
Amador.
one of you too, right?
Yeah.
You have a
They
number,
can
local
call.
number? of
Just our
people?
own personal numbers. We don't have an organization phone
Right.
number, so the
We
easiest
have
to...
for Amador Wreaths at
Yes.
gmail.com. They can leave a note there, and I will get the
Okay,
message to the right person in our chapter.
that's probably the best thing to do.
Yeah, so it's Amador Wreaths at gmail.com. With
Okay.
a Wreaths with an S.
But if people say, I don't know if I'm a member, so they can get in touch with you, or you said there's a website they can go to too, is that correct?
We have just an informational website. If somebody is looking to find out if they qualify for membership for DAR, it's better to contact, go to the Wreaths, Amador Wreaths Gmail account. We can get a hold of one of our genealogists that's in our chapter to contact the person who's interested, because for membership in DAR, you need to prove lineal descendancy of a patriot of the American Revolution. It doesn't have to be a soldier, but anyone who served in the American Revolution, the cause for freedom.
And that could be
Right,
male
yeah.
or female.
Male or female, absolutely.
And all minorities, too. People are surprised that a lot of
Yeah.
minorities are DAR members.
Well, there were
That's very true.
a lot of troops, anybody that studied history, there were a lot of troops that, especially African-American troops that.
There were.
That were very active in the Civil War and were very decorated too.
Right, they were. And so it's anyone who gave service to the cause.
To the cause.
Why don't you give the website one more time where people can go to, that'll link them to get to you
The
if they're
the
interested.
email account.
Okay,
Yeah.
Amador Wreaths at gmail.com.
Okay. And these are real. This looks fake.
It's a balsam
Balsam
fir.
wreath,
Wow.
it's
And
just
so we
beautiful.
don't have balsam
Yeah.
in California. They tip the trees every third year, so they have I think it's a 2,000 acre forest there in Maine that they tip the trees. They made their 2 millionth wreath,
Wow.
or laid their, for Arlington alone. They laid it this year on the grave of the first man buried in Arlington.
Well, this is quite a program, and
Yeah,
thank you very much for
amazing.
being here. I didn't know
you.
this existed. This is a great
Yeah.
program.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, and email again,
Amador Wreaths at
gmail.com,
gmail.com.
if you want to find out more about Daughters of the American Revolution. And with that, we have to go over to Monique, and I think she's going to be talking to Robert Meese.